Okay, so because Bo is going to be so much darker, I'm going to do a little bit more work on him first before I do any more on Mira. So we want to mix the water and the thinner. A little bit of matte. And brown. This brown is quite similar to burnt umber, so it's going to give a little bit of an orange tinge to him, which is what we want. So keep making it a bit thicker. Okay, so I did 2 or 3 coats on Bo with just brown. Now I'm going to add some blue to the brown. Adding the blue just takes away the orange tinge and makes it a little bit darker. So you can see it's now more like a chocolate brown. Okay, so again I'm just going to airbrush, as in the past steps, trying to keep off the lips as much as possible. I probably am going to go a little bit heavier on the colouring around the eyes, the ears, in those shadowy places I was talking about before, but I won't bring it all the way across. I'll just bring it shorter distance, so you're creating more of a three-dimensional effect. So around the neck we're going a little bit more intense in colour. Under the chin. So there's been a little bit of spitting from the airbrush, so I'm just going to clean that up. You just want to pounce lightly because you don't want to take off all the colour you've just put on. You're just evening out the splodges that have happened so that you don't get paint marks. It is important to stop as soon as you notice that that's happened and blot it in, because if you don't, the air dry paints do dry reasonably quickly, so you don't want to end up with paint spots that you can't get rid of. Having said that, there are ways to get rid of them, but it takes some practice. And it can take a lot of time to get rid of them as well. So, best to do it prevention first. Just going to clean his lips with some water. And I'll probably do a few more coats in this layer. And yeah, just repeat that on the limbs, again keeping off the palms and the soles. Okay, so this is Beau after 3 layers of the blue and brown mix. Still have a long way to go on his colouring to where I want to get him, but I got some of the brown on his lips, which isn't a huge deal. I'll show you how to remove that later. I'll leave it on because at some point further down the track I'm bound to get more on there as well. But you can see there's starting to form shadows around here and around here, and his ears are a little bit darker. That's what I wanted to get at this stage. Next I'm going to add some bluish purple tinges to all the areas that babies normally have them. And I'll show you how to mix that up.